Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Today on Inzoi, we break down the big showcase that just happened. Every single detail of this big showcase, we'll get breaking down right here. Grab something to drink. Let's break this baby down. Let's go. So let's start off here. And just like I predicted, I was the first content creator to predict the $40 price tag, or the $39.99 USD. I had people in the comments saying, how can he know this? How is this real? I had people even questioning the site, cdkeys.com. And I was trying to tell y'all, once a game is about to get released, people start talking. Words start going around. It's a very powerful place on the internet. So I'm very smart. So I know if I can check certain check marks in my brain for something, it's legit. That price felt legit. That site felt legit. And I felt so good when I saw this announced. $39.99 USD, early access. Just as I predicted it would be. So again, when it comes to this Inzoi news, and when you hear it here, you know it's legit. You know it's been fact-checked. You know I bring the truth. You know that. So I just want to get that cleared up. I was the first to break the news on this price before any other creator did. Now, here's where they destroy the Sims for good. They put a stake in them boys. The DLCs, and you will get free updates. Everything is free until full launch. The Sims should pack it up today. You're done. You're finito. You have nothing left in this life sim genre as of next week. You're finished. Now, there's no full timetable for the full release. If you remember, during some of their Q&As in their Discords and stuff, they've already mentioned it's going to be about a 6-month to a year process, and then you will see them release the console. It's coming to PS5. It's coming to Xbox. Who knows? It might even come to the brand new Switch. I don't know. But you will get a full release probably a year and change from now. And it's definitely coming to console. That's for sure. I love this dev team. The head dev was so impressive, the way he spoke, very clear. He understood the moment here. He got it. He cares what we think. Like, he really does. Like, this game will make a break with us. Because he's going to put in the game what we say, basically. He's special. Like, I'm really glad he's the one that's going to be heading this monster, because this is going to be insanely big game. Like, I've never took time out of my day to watch a gaming showcase like this. I don't do that, you know. So for release, here we go. Oh my God, let's get to it. Now, let's keep going. Next up here, the seasonal changes. And it's a couple parts here, so let's break this down in sections. Okay, so, and here's where they have the Sims beat again. The game will feature changing seasons, each season affecting the world around the player. In the spring, flowers bloom. Autumn sees leaves turn red. Winter brings snow. Players can decorate their environments for each season and throw festive parties. So, like, let's say you just want to make a day with your friends and family, and it just turned to fall, and have a fall party and all that stuff. It's just limitless what you can do in this game. Now, weather-dependent clothing. Characters in the game must wear clothing appropriate for the weather. I love this. So you can't just wear what you want, right? You can't just, if it's super hot that day in the game, you can't go outside in a big hoodie and all these layers. You have to dress accordingly. I like that. I don't like, that's the one thing I hope Grand Theft Auto eventually does. You know, a character shouldn't be able to wear a winter coat in the summer. People normally get sick, don't want to do that. Why would you do that? So again, these little hyper realistic things are what will keep you coming back, which will keep the gameplay fresh. So I really like they did the weather dependent clothing. That was great. Emotions and weather effects. This is amazing. If it rains, your player may feel sad that day. If it's sunny, your player may feel energetic, happy. These weather-induced emotions can lead to events unexpectedly add in layer of we don't know. I think that's a great thing with this game. When you play this game, understand you don't know everything that's going to happen here. Understand that, right? You don't know everything that's going to happen in this game. You definitely do not know. So when you play, there will be an element of surprise that I don't think we've seen in a life sim game of this level. It's going to be hard for any life sim game after Inzoi to come out because you're unfortunately going to be compared to this, and I just don't know how you measure up. If everything is seamless and smooth with all of these details, I really don't know how another life sim game will ever measure up. Some can come out, get released, get some respect, but you'll always be that way in behind person. So it's going to be very curious to see how this goes going forward. A key here, background customization. Players having the ability to adjust the background environment of their virtual world. This allows for complete customization of the environment. That's great. It gives the players the opportunity to tailor their surroundings to their liking. Whatever you want in your city, put in it. Type it in that AI box. I don't care how crazy it is. I don't care how, whatever it is. It's your city. It's your game. You're buying it. It's whatever. Right? It's your game. Do you. So I'm curious to see what people do when it comes to this, because it's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait to see what people make, what they do, what they think of. I'm going to be very curious to see what they come up with. I really cannot wait. Next log here, general gameplay and features. Let's start with these two and then we'll go forward. Interaction with crowds. Players can interact with various crowds with options to compliment, talk to, or even fight them. Now remember, every choice has a consequence. In addition, players can earn money by engaging with players or selling items. Now here we go. Selling and crafting items on the street. In Inzoi, players can gather items from around the world such as rocks, paintings, and other materials, and can be used to craft new objects or secondhand goods, and players can set up shop on the street. Oh my God, that's incredible. Like, again, I'm still understanding everything I was told. This is crazy. Wow. I mean, just think how cool that is. Like on the weekend, even if you have a job in the game on the weekend, after you collect all your cool things, you can then on the weekend have a little vendor shop in the park and sell your stuff with your kids there or with your wife there. It's just, oh my God, this game is like ridiculous how cool it is. Like, what the hell? Like, why is this game so cool? Like, why? Oh my, this game is ridiculous. Oh my. All right, guys, let's go to the next one. Now we have the creative tools. The game features a creative tool set that allows players to create 3D objects. Now, we've already discussed this. If you've followed the channel, you know about my 3D object videos. Again, we've been watching everything from Inzoi very, very closely. So for us, this is not a big surprise, but for somebody to follow it, this could be a huge deal. So yeah, you will have that. And again, as we've seen before, it can be used for furniture, decorations, accessories like earrings, hats like the Harry Potter sorting hat. So that's cool as well. So again, we've already discussed this in my previous videos, but it's very important to make sure we give it its proper name, creative tools. Now, the pose and motion capture. This here was crazy because it's cool. It's a key feature. It's the ability for players to capture their own poses and put them in the game with their own photos and video. Motion capture technology allows for this. So, as the head dev was talking about here, he wants to give something to people that is not normally given. This kind of technology normally is only given to certain people to use and all this stuff. It's not given to use in a everyday game. It's going to be on an app through Apple. They are trying currently to make sure it also gets onto Android. I have to confirm whether you can use your webcam or not. That has to be figured out. I have to double check on that again. But I'm not sure though. But the main way will be through the phone. So I'm sure most people know at least someone with the iPhone. So just ask them to borrow it for a few seconds, or you'll have to wait for the Android app to come out. But still, a super cool feature that they showcased during the showcase, and it was really, really good. It looked great. I really can't wait to see how this goes. Basically, how you dance in the video can be shown in the game. How you pose in real life can be shown in the game. I'm not gonna lie, with the Wicked Zois feature coming out, the game mod coming out, that right there is gonna be a wild thing. I don't know what I didn't want to go into it, but it's gonna be pretty wild, I'm sure. Family functionality is the next one. So the ability to control and manage your family is not yet fully implemented, but is under development. The team is working on enabling players to manage the family more actively. Now, I do think too, you can, in a sense, each character you create, you can go to them and play them. So if they're doing anything dumb, you will have to leave your current player, your current Zoe, and then go address them. But you can't do it while you're controlling someone else, basically. So like, you'll have to leave your Zoe, what they're doing, to go see about the other Zoe. Kind of like how, you remember in Grand Theft Auto 5, you had Trevor, Michael, and oh my God, Franklin, right? And basically, anytime you wanted to change, you could, but you would have to go to them together completely. So I think that's how this will be, because if you have kids, don't tell me I can't hit on the kid one to play as the child I created that Zoe. So I think that will work. I just think you can't control what they're doing while you have control someone else. You have to fully leave that Zoe where they're at. You also will have this thing called Express Yourself. Players can gather crowds, showcase outfits, perform music, sing. The social media system within the game allows for praise or for not praise from other characters, creating a dynamic feedback. I think that's super cool. Again, there's so many little things that you can do in the game. If you feel like one day, hey, I want to be a stylist and showcase my cool, unique style in the park that day to be sold, and you turn on this feature, Some may like it, some won't. It's going to be completely unpredictable. That's amazing within itself. Some will like it, some won't. Completely unpredictable. We really don't know what will happen. It's just like real life. You got to go out there and see what it is. So this is very impactful here, and I'm curious how this system gets developed and added on to over the months and over the years. Development and improvements. Let's go piggyback off of to motion capture again. It's still under development, but will be a key feature for improving in-game character animations. The goal is to create more lifelike movements, making character actions and interactions feel more natural and immersive. That's key. I think they want to give the players a little test out with the motion capture, see what it feels like, and then use that feedback to once again put it back where? Into the game. So I think what they're going to do is have us use the motion capture to go dance and picture and pose, and then whatever our issues is or not, they'll take that and then we'll fully put that into this. That's why our feedback is crucial, and not no stupid person on their live show just trying to get some views. We need extreme smart criticism, not criticism, more of just advice, because you know they're going to listen and put it in. The new city and map expansion is going to be huge. The team is working on expanding the game's world by developing a new city. This new city will provide areas to explore, locations and spaces like department stores. Now, let's be clear. I don't think the stores you will be able to walk into much yet. Early access, you can't have everything. That's just not reality. It's not a full game release. So I do not expect to be able to walk in the stores. However, you will be able to. I think there will be set stores though, as far as go and eat lunch. If you own a business, if you want to go to the bakery, I think those stores you can go into. But I think just to go into a mall and go shop, things like that, not yet. It's coming, but not yet. But again, think where we are. They given so much. Think where we are a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now. It's gonna be crazy. This here is big. For the ones who struggle with building mode, and we know who you are, AI-driven building is gonna be big. Because I think even for me, even though I love builder mode, I think for me, it's very important that it can still be seamless, right? Okay, so AI-driven building. AI-driven automatic building mechanics are being researched and developed. The idea is to, basically as I said, streamline, seamless, all the same word, the process. Allow players to build structures more efficiently and creatively. The goal is to have basically no lag and construct large, complex buildings while using AI's role. That's going to be big. So I think for the ones who can build, just wait. Just keep it simple. Don't build too much. Build a little modest house. Watch me and others who can actually do it and learn. And then once this comes out, you'll be set. You'll be free. You can basically just put in a prompt and it's going to show everything you need. It's going to put it there for you how you want it in the color, shape, size, whatever. It's going to be fine. Perfect. Outfit and build mode. Outfit and accessories customization. Players can design various clothing items, including watches, bracelets, and more. You know, it's funny. I was thinking about watches. Okay, when will we get watches? If we get watches. Bracelets. So, but we knew that from the other video I did other day that we will get new accessories. So, but I wasn't sure about watches. So I was thrilled when I saw that. Absolutely thrilled. Now, build mode includes the ability to create foundations, walls, stairs, fences, gates. Players can also customize these ideas with different colors and designs. And you also can share your things online that you create. My only advice for build mode for anyone would be this: build a house like normal and then get creative. Build your foundation, get your walls, how many rooms. You want the first floor to just be the living room and the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Make sense. Be smart. As any other house you'd build, the foundation first, then the walls. You know what I mean? So build it like normal and then get creative. Don't try to be insane creative at first. You're gonna drown. Build a regular home and then make it cool. Because if you do that, it's gonna do two things for you. It's gonna teach you how to build normally, which is always the key to being creative, is how to do the basics first. And then it will show you, because as you build, you're gonna say, oh, okay, I can do this. I can do this. So it's better to start with the basics and then build. Additional features. Manual driving. Now, this was a feature I heard him talk about. You will have to turn this feature on because driving will be automatic where you can't do anything except enjoy the ride if you don't have this on. So this will be a test feature allowing players to control the cars themselves. However, automatic driving is available for those who prefer it. Players must manually select from options to turn on manual driving. You know me, I'm gonna turn on manual driving. I want to drive in the game. That might be one of my first videos, breaking down the cars. I want to see how fast I can get into the game. With how far do I need to get into the game before I can buy a car? That's my biggest thing right now for me when I'm thinking about gameplay. All right, so we also have family and death. Now, characters in the game can die up to 16 different ways, including from in the bathroom, electrocution, and from health. They may even die from a lack of, how about that? So yeah, we definitely have to keep an eye on that. You have to monitor all your zois very, very closely, or things can go from bad to worse very, very quickly. I think it's good though because it makes us as players be held accountable. And I like that very much. We have to be accountable when playing games. Shops and customization under a new tab here. Future updates may allow players to create their own shops where they can sell items in an official store. This is a long way out if it happens. Now, there was gameplay of a career job as a baker. So I'm curious if now that will stand pat and if you'll have your own store and can walk in there. I think so because the early gameplay showed you going to get lunch in a building type of feel. So I do think it will be that, but I do think they're trying to curb expectations just a little so people don't go in too much of a mess and like, oh, I can't do this, I can't do that, like we know some are known to do. So that's key there. Now, speeding up time. Players can speed up time in the game, but this only works if all members are asleep in the household. This is interesting. So it can only work if all you are home at once. So again, I like this. It's having accountability for the players. We have to be accountable for what's going on here. We can't just be like, oh, okay, do what you want. I'm gonna change the time and not care how it affects you. No, everything affects everybody. Every choice affects everybody. This is way deeper than anything we could have ever imagined. I cannot wait to get my hands on this game. This game is special. I'm really, really, really looking forward to it. And especially with the accountability level that Inzoi is giving you, you have to love, because it's almost more than a game. It's like a life simulator, like really, really, truly a life simulator. It's almost like if you can practice life before going to have a life. It's really crazy how this game is coming together, and I cannot wait to see all this when it's finally out next week. Wow. Now we're on to the feature of multiplayer, and this here is a big one for me. I've already talked to some of my people in my community about this already, and it looks like it is being explored, but it's still in the early stages. I remember during the showcase, the head dev did seem pretty overwhelmed about the whole idea of it, and it would have to be only in certain aspects, because he feels like the game, everybody's doing their own thing. And from his experience with doing this type of feature, it needs to be more of all in together, because if it's all, hey, you're doing this, and they try to bring it together, it could be lag, it could be bad, and they don't want to have you have a bad experience. So it's going to be something that they will have to really play with. And again, as usual, our feedback will be the ultimate telltale. It will be very key. So people, be detailed in what you like in it and what you don't like, because I really think they're going to tailor it to whatever you think and whatever you feel. I really think they're going to tailor it. So I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be such a special thing. The fact that they're doing this on this level gets me very excited. This community feedback feature as well will be big. They've been doing this for a while. So for the ones who don't really follow the Discord, this may seem new to you, but they're very intertwined with us as far as the Inzoi base. It's a lot of passion here. So I already knew what we think will control what they do, because they want this game to be on forever. They won't say it, but they want to destroy The Sims. They want to be number one. And they will be very soon, because this game is intensely amazing. Now, let's break down relationships now. Inzoi will have dynamic and emotional complex things. So, for example, players can have conflict, betrayal, dramatic moments with people in their life, and you can even leave and storm out the room. Now, this is not breaking news, because we have seen people get slapped in the game before. So we know that. We've seen some get slapped in the game before, so we know that's possible. That can happen. People get mad. It's a life simulator. It makes sense why they're doing that, Absolutely makes sense. 100% why. And I can totally see why it does. Now, there will be a management system with this. So, for example, characters in the game may experience sudden emotional shifts. For example, a character's partner might text them about their whereabouts. Promoting a conversation about their interesting. Oh, so if you're dating someone, you really gotta date them in the game. Like you can't be on no I don't text back stuff. Like, it's legit. Like, it's really legit. This game is legit. Oh my God. Oh my God. This game is it. This game is it. This game is it, bro. Like, you gotta check in with your wife in this game, broski. You can't go dip and go to the park for 8 hours. What? And you got kids too? Man, you go home, it's gonna be a problem. Yo, this game is fucking wild, bro. Oh my God. It's so fucking cool though. Let's talk about the smart zois feature again, and also the verbal conversation. So the smart Zoi feature, I have done that a lot now, so we all know that already about the game. I already kind of broken it down. You will need a good hard drive performance. You'll need everything. We've gone through that, so I don't want to hold y'all on that too much. We kind of know that already. You will need a certain PC for that. Always try it first and go from there, but you will need a certain one for that, no question. For the facial capture, again, that's on a detailed capture system. It will be available through iPhone at first, and this feature may support webcams. So if you don't have an iPhone or a friend who has one, you can definitely probably use an alternative, and that's great because you definitely want to look yourself in the game. Why not? That's cool. Cult-like packs and DLCs, as this was named. Fantasy elements will come into the game in time. Future updates will bring vampires, werewolves, and other creatures. Now, what's cool about that is this. When it's the Halloween season, when it's Thanksgiving in certain parts of the world, or here in America, or when it's Christmas, or any other type of theme you want, you can make and also have fun with these themes of fantasy. And so I just think this feature and the packs and DLCs, which are all gonna be free, everything is free. You pay one time for the base game, but everything is free. I really am just thrilled behind this. My God, like, there's so much to do in this game. It's limitless how you're gonna be playing so long. So long. I honestly cannot wait. I'm so excited. It's gonna be probably it is the game of the year. It's the game of the year. And the fact that you can then change your skin color to go to the theme. Yeah, man, this is on a different level of gaming here. Way different level of gaming. They mentioned this, and we should bring it up as well. Branding and collabs. They mentioned people reached out. Certain brands for jewelry reached out. Certain other brands did. But Inzoi, I think, at first wants to put the game into the hands of the players. And all that other stuff comes after. And that's why I love this dev team. The game is really cool. It's saying the team is exploring adding K-pop idols and concerts, a feature that will take time to develop. However, it is on the radar. Just imagine that. K-pop and idols. I'm telling you, if you watch my stuff, I mentioned in the game, you eventually can probably become a K-pop idol or a streamer. So again, they're laying hints everywhere for us. Just gotta catch them. Now, the brand collaboration, they thought about it in the beginning, but they want to focus on early access, which we see what that means to us is we care about players first and all that other stuff after. Because I'm sure others would have been like, oh yeah, this brand. No. We're making a game here for the people that love this genre. We're not even going to deal with that now that the game is out, and we may need some extra funding to keep certain things expandable and even bigger. Let's just go and now do branding deals and get that cash flow coming in. Genius, smart move by the head dev team. They're so smart. This here was one that a lot of people were very curious about because you know how people are. Jail and escape mechanics. Jail and escape. Players can be confined to a jail during the game, but there is an option to break out. I'm curious how this feature will get played and if some will just play this just for this. The feature is designed to strike a balance between confinement and the ability to escape. adding a element of choice and freedom within the game's system. Now, what's cool about this is if you want to follow the legal law or not. So I don't know, like, if you want to do a life of crime, you can't have a family, or maybe you can. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because they did find the steal money glitch funny. So maybe someone goes around and does that for a living, and then takes their stuff they find amongst the world of Inzoi on the weekends, sell stuff. I don't know. It's going to be curious what kind of life you want to live in the game. I personally want to live a nice, quiet family life in the game. So I think I'm going to do it that way, not all this wild stuff. I may just have like a off series of just like doing the wildest crime and all that other stuff in the game to see how far you can push the game in that element. But mainly my walkthroughs, I want to experience all the game can offer, and I don't know if you can if you start doing all that crime and have to watch over your back, all that nonsense. So I think that will be key. Your first playthrough, I would keep it clean to experience everything in the game that's supposed to be, and then maybe on your second character you make, go through the crime and have fun and all that stuff if you may choose. This here was one that a lot of people were very curious about, because you know how people are. Jail and escape mechanics. Jail and escape. Players can be confined to a jail during the game, but there is an option to break out. I'm curious how this feature will get played, and if some will just play this just for this. The feature is designed to strike a balance between confinement and the ability to escape, adding a element of choice and freedom within the game's system. Now, what's cool about this is if you want to follow the legal law or not. So I don't know, like, if you want to do a life of crime, you can't have a family, or maybe you can. So it's going to be interesting to see how this goes, because they did find the steal money glitch funny. So maybe someone goes around and does that for a living, and then takes their stuff they find amongst the world of Inzoi on the weekends, sell stuff. I don't know. It's going to be curious what kind of life you want to live in the game. I personally want to live a nice, quiet family life in the game. So I think I'm going to do it that way, not all this wild stuff. I may just have like a off series of just like doing the wildest crime and all that other stuff in the game to see how far you can push the game in that element. But mainly my walkthroughs, I want to experience all the game can offer, and I don't know if you can if you start doing all that crime and have to watch over your back, all that nonsense. So I think that will be key. Your first playthrough, I would keep it clean to experience everything in the game that's supposed to be, and then maybe on your second character you make, go through the crime and have fun and all that stuff if you may choose. Upcoming updates and roadmaps. I'm going to have a separate video on this. I didn't want to discuss that on this one. I felt like we need to break up all of the information here so everyone can have enough going in one thing at a time. A lot of information was spoken to last night or in the morning, depending on where you live. So, you know, I think it'll be time for that, but I will have a full video on the updates and the roadmap very, very soon. I just want to get all of this out first because it was so much. It was so exciting, so much fun. So I want to say thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next one. Take care, everyone.